Hello everyone! In this video we're going to look at the steps to install the Google Play Store app on Windows 11 to download and install and run virtually any Android app on your computer. So it was just a matter of time until someone figured it out. So you can now install Android apps from the Play Store, but not officially. Instead, a person that goes by the handle ADeltaX on Twitter figured out a way to modify the original Windows Subsystem for Android to install the Google Play Store app, therefore giving you access to the entire catalog of Android apps to install on Windows 11. This is not a supported process, so use these steps at your own risk. So here is how to install the Google Play Store on the Windows Subsystem for Android on Windows 11. This process is divided in 4 steps. First, we're going to be creating the folders to work in this project. In the second step, we're going to download the required tools and enable the required features on Windows 11. In the third step, we're going to configure the working environment. And in the last step, we're going to install the Windows Subsystem for Android with the Google Play Store. Okay, now let's start with step 1. First, open Start and look for File Explorer. Then open this PC and open the drive where you have installed Windows 11. In here, we're going to create 4 different folders. The first one, we're going to name it Windows Subsystem for Android. In the second folder, we're going to name it GApps WSA. The third folder, we're going to name it ADV. And the last folder, we're going to name it WSA Downloads. To modify the original Windows Subsystem for Android package to run the Google Play Store, will require a few tools, including the original WSA package, the OpenGApps tools, WSA scripts, the ADV tools, and a file manager like 7-zip. You also need to install the Windows Subsystem for Linux and enable developer mode on Windows 11. Okay, to download the required tools, open your web browser. And the first tool that we're going to download requires to go to the OpenGApps.org website, and on the download tab for platform select x86-64, for the version Android select 11, and for the variant select the Pico option, and then click the download button. Click the Save As button, and then we're going to save this into the root.c in the WSA downloads folder. Actually, in this folder, that's where we're going to download all the tools that we're going to be using for this project, and click the Save button. Now we need to download the WSA GA script repo, and to do that we need to go to the GitHub page from user ADeltaX, and on the page click the code menu and click the download zip option, and also save this zip into the WSA downloads folder and click the Save button. Now at the end of the project, we're going to be using the Android debugging bridge tools, so you want to download that. I will be leaving all these links in the video description so you can download it on your computer. So in the platform tools page, scroll down to the download area and click the download SDK platform tools for Windows link. Scroll down and agree to the terms and click the download button, and save this zip file into the WSA downloads folder and click the Save button. Lastly, we're going to need the original package of the Windows Subsystem for Android. We need to go to the store.rg-adguard.net website. On this page, type this number, which is the product ID for the WSA package, and select the slot ring, and then click the check button to generate a temporary link to download the package. Scroll down and make sure to click on the Windows Subsystem for Android, which is this one. The extension is the M6 bundle, and it's about 1.21 gigabytes. And also save that. If the browser refuses to download the package, just click this button and select the keep option. Keep anyway, and then click the Save As button and save that to the Downloads folder. Now that we got this out of the way, we need to install a few apps on Windows 11. The first tool that we're going to install is the 7-zip file manager application. And to do that, type this command, winget install, and here's supposed to be 2 dashes, and this is the ID to download that specific application, and press enter to execute the command and install the application. And that's it, we install 7-zip on Windows 11. It is important to note that you don't actually need to exclusively use this application. If you have another application that uncompresses zip folders and other types of compression files, you can use that as well. And of course, if you already have it installed, you don't need to go through these steps. Also, if you don't have it already installed, you need to set up the Windows Subsystem for Linux on Windows 11. And to do that, we're gonna open command prompt with the administrator rights, and in here we're just going to type the command, which is wsl -- install, and this command will take care of everything. We'll install all the packages, and it will even install the Ubuntu distro on your computer, which is the distro that we're going to be using to execute a few commands later on in the video. Once you type the command, just press enter to continue. Okay, we just installed WSL2 on Windows 11. Now we need to restart the system to apply all the changes and finish configuring the Ubuntu distro. Now we're just going to specify the username and a password. And now we have configured the Ubuntu distro on Windows 11. We can close that. And the last thing that we have to do in the second step is to enable developer mode on Windows 11. And to do that, open Start, look for Settings, open the app, go to Privacy and Security, and open the For Developers page. And here, turn on the developer mode toggle switch. Click yes, and that's it. On step number 3, we're going to configure the working environment to install the Windows Subsystem for Android with the Google Play Store on Windows 11. First, open Start and look for 7-zip. And open the application. On the address bar, use this path, CWSA downloads, and press enter. In here, open the Windows Subsystem for Android package, which has an M6 bundle extension. And here we want to scroll down, and then we want to open the M6 package, which is the largest on the list. And here, use Ctrl A to select everything and click the extract button. On copy to, use this path, C Windows Subsystem for Android, and click the OK button. Now in the address bar, type this path, C Windows Subsystem for Android, and press enter. In this location, select this folder and click the delete button. We're also going to delete this file, this one, and at the bottom we're going to delete this XML file as well. Then we're going to change locations, so type this path, CWSA downloads, and then press enter. And then we're going to open the WSA gappscript-main.zip folder. and then we're going to open this folder as well. Select all the files and click the extract button. And on the copy to section, we're going to use this path, C G apps WSA, and then click the OK button. Now let's go back to the downloads folder. And in here, we're going to select the OpenGApps x86-64 zip folder, and we're going to click the copy option. And we're going to copy to the C GApps WSA GApps folder, and then click the OK button. Now we're going to open the platforms tool zip folder, and inside of the folder we're going to select everything, and we're going to extract it in this path, CADV, and click the OK button. Now we're going to switch to the C Windows Subsystem for Android folder. In this location, we're going to copy 4 files, including vendors.emg. You can click and hold the control button while we're doing this, and then you need to select the system.ext.emg, the system.emg, and we're also going to need the product.emg file. Once you have those selected, click the copy button, and we're going to copy these files to the GApps WSA images folder, as you see in the path, and click the OK button. So now we have the environment configured. So on step 4, we're going to install the Windows Subsystem for Android with the Google Play Store on Windows 11. Okay, so we're now on step 4, and we're going to do some modifications to the WSA package to install the Windows Play Store on Windows 11. And to do that, we're going to open Start and look for Ubuntu. I'm going to right click the option, and we're going to use the Run as Administrator option. To start, we're going to use the sudo su command, and we're going to authenticate. Now we're going to move to the GApps WSA folder with this command and press enter. Now we're going to type this command to download the package information for all the configured sources for Linux, and press enter. Now we're going to install the DOS2 Unix tool using the apt-get install DOS2 Unix command, and press enter. We're also going to need to install the unzip lzip tool, and we do that by using the apt-get install unzip lzip command, and press enter. Now we're going to convert a few scripts to the Unix format, and to do that, we're going to use these commands. To paste the commands, I'm just using the right click. And now we're going to run the scripts. And lastly, we're going to run this command. Now we're going to open File Explorer, and then we're going to go to this PC. We're going to open the main drive, and we're going to open the GApps WSA folder. Inside of here, open the images folder. And here, select all these 4 items: product, system, system, ext, and vendor. Right click and copy the files. Then we're going to move to the Windows Subsystem for Android folder, and in here we're going to paste the files. So right click on it and click the paste option. You can also use the Ctrl+V shortcut. We're going to replace the files, and then we're going to go back to the C drive, and we're going to open again the gapps wsa folder. In here, look for the misc folder and copy the kernel file. You can right click on it and select the copy option. Then we're gonna go back to C, open the Windows Subsystem for Android folder, and then let's go to the tools folder. In here, click the rename button, and let's make a backup of this file by using the .back extension. And then we're going to paste the kernel file that we copy from the other folder. And now we're ready to install the Windows Subsystem for Android with the Google Play Store. We're going to open PowerShell with admin rights. I'm using the Windows terminal, but you can use the original PowerShell command console. And you need to use the PowerShell version that comes with Windows 11, not the ones that you download and install separately, because that version is not going to work. And to install the package, simply type the add apex package register and the path to the apx manifest.xml file, and then press enter. And that's it. We just installed the Windows Subsystem for Android with the Google Play Store on Windows 11. Now we need to make it all work, and to do that we're going to open Start and look for the Windows Subsystem for Android. Type in Android, we'll just bring that to the top and click the app to open the settings. This is not a requirement, but you may want to select the continuous option, so when you start the virtual machine, it doesn't shut down while you're doing changes. And here, this is important, we need to enable developer mode, and we do that by turning on this toggle switch. And you also want to open the Files app to start the Windows Subsystem for Android. Clear this option and click the Continue button. Once you open the Windows Subsystem for Android file manager, you can close it. We did just that to start the virtual machine. And now we need to open command prompt with administrator rights. And now we're going to switch to the ADV folder. In here, we're going to type this command to connect to the Windows Subsystem for Android. If it failed, that's okay. You have to try it again until you get it connected. And sometimes you might need to restart the computer to connect successfully, which is what I'm going to do right now. So I restarted the computer, and now I'm going to open command prompt again. And then I'm going to switch to the ADV folder using the cd command. In here, I'm going to, okay, before we connect, we actually need to do the process to start the Windows Subsystem for Android again. Now we can press enter on the command to connect to the Windows Subsystem for Android. And now we're connected. In here, we're going to type the ADV shell command and type SU to get root access. And now we're simply going to type C10 force 0 to make sure that we can use the Google Play Store on Windows 11. Once we do that, the only thing left to do is to open Start and look for the Play Store. And as you can see, we have it listed right here. And then we click it and it's running. So we now should be able to sign in. Here, make sure to use your email and password. Because it's a testing environment, you may want to use an alternate email address. And once you sign in, you are in the Google Play Store app, where you can download and install any Android application on Windows 11. For example, you can install Facebook, Spotify, Instagram, anything. So let's install, for example, Reddit. You select the app and click the install button. Click continue. And we even have a notification which shows that this is really integrated into Windows 11. Once installed, click the open button. Just gonna skip for now. And as you can see, we're running the Android version of Reddit on Windows 11. We can use it full screen. It works with the Snap Assist. Let's do one more. Let's look for YouTube. And let's install it. And now let's see if we get this working. And here you have it. This is the mobile version of YouTube on Windows 11. It doesn't work perfectly, but it's pretty useful. Now let's see if we can actually uninstall these apps as easy as it is when using the original Windows Subsystem for Android. I'm just going to open the Start menu and I'm gonna look for Settings. Then I'm gonna go to Apps, Apps and Features, and let's see if they show up here. So you can see we have the Google Play Services installed, Google Play Services for AR, Maps. So let's see if we can uninstall this. Apparently it works. I have Google Photos, Reddit. Let me just, instead of using this, I'm going to do it from the Start menu. Yep, it works. Okay, now let's try if we can actually uninstall the Windows Subsystem for Android on Windows 11. Let's open Settings. Let's go to Apps, Apps and Features, and you're likely to find the Amazon App Store as well. And I usually like to use that one because it prompts to delete everything that is related to the Windows Subsystem for Android. So I'm going to select the uninstall option and I'm going to click the uninstall button. And as you can see, it shows that it will delete the Windows Subsystem for Android and any other app that has been installed on the platform. And now click the uninstall button. And now if we look for Android, nothing shows up. We install YouTube, so it's not here. I will also install Reddit, and it's not here either. Or the Amazon store, it's no longer here. And this is how you undo all the stuff that we did to get the Google Play Store installed on Windows 11. And that's it. That's how you install the Windows Subsystem for Android with the Google Play Store on Windows 11. And we also seen how to download the apps, run them, uninstall them, and undo all the changes. Remember to like the video, share your comments, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done that yet, and I just hope this video was informative for you, and I would like to thank you for viewing.